everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Leanna. Today I'm going to be doing a mostly full face tutorial, but it's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to be doing one side differently from the other. And this is just going to be so I can talk you through the difference between cool tones and warm tones. And to make it even more interesting, I'm going to be using the same color family on each side. So if I'm using a pink shade on this side, I'm also going to be using a pink shade on this side, but cool tones versus warm tones, just so you can see the difference between them. And I thought this would be interesting to do because, you know, not everybody knows the difference between a cool toned shade and a warm toned shade. Every single color has a cool tone and warm tone version of itself, and a neutral version too. So I thought it would just be kind of interesting to have a look at the different colors that I have, the cool tones and warm tone versions of them, and apply them to my face so you can just see the difference. So this is going to be the cool tone side, and this is going to be the warm tone side. First thing I'm going to do is zoom you in so we can start on the eyes. So the first shade that I'm going to start with is a yellow, and I'm going to take this one here. This is the shade Star, and it is a cooler toned yellow. Let me just turn up the brightness a bit. So this is going to go on the cool side of the face. So I'm taking the Wet n Wild P20 crease brush, and I'm going to put that in the crease, but I'm going to put it all over the lid as well. And this is going to be more of like a sunshiny yellow, versus the yellow we're going to be taking on the other side. This is from Igneous Cosmetics. It's called Marigold, and it's a mustard yellow. And hopefully you can basically immediately tell the difference between the two, how one is cooler and one is warmer. Next, going to go for a cool purple versus a warm purple. For that, I'm going into the Igneous Cozy Cabin palette. The cool purple is going to be the shade here. This is Flannel PJs, and it's a sort of grayish toned purple. I'm just taking this brush from the Dollar Tree. It's a bit flat and fluffy at the same time. I'm just going to put that sort of lower down in the crease in the socket area. This shade can be a little bit difficult to work with, so we'll see how this goes. I'm going to put that on the outer corner a bit as well. And on the other side, the warm purple is going to be from the same palette. This is Merino Sweater, and it's more of a pink toned purple, almost a magenta. And I'm just going to use the same brush and the same positioning for that shade. And I'm probably just going to blend both sides with the yellow again. Next, on the very inner portion here, I want to add some greens. So on the cool tone side, I'm taking Igneous Cosmetics Sea Breeze, which is a matte, very pastel turquoise. I'm just taking this Amazon brush from a set by Anjou. And although it's not the same finish, I'm taking Mont Blanc from Juvia's Place, the Douce palette. It's okay that they're not the same finish. I'm going to add some glitter. to both sides. And this is, it's hard to describe, but it's like an olive green with some shimmer in it. And for the lower lash line, I'm just going to take a darker version of each shade of green, basically. So a darker turquoise and a darker olive. This is Amaranthine from Emme Cosmetics for the cool green side. I'm just going to keep using the same brush here. And Colourpop Team Captain for the warm green side. And I'm just going to use some Kohl eyeliner on each eye. For the cool side, I'm just going to use a basic black. This is the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in Swerve. I'm going to do the same on the other eye with an Annabelle Kohl eyeliner in Earth, which is a brown. Now, it's not inherently warm toned because browns can come in cool tones, but it's going to be warmer than the black. I'm going to use the Nars mascara in Climax on each side. I am using the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in Pyro on both inner corners. This has got like a clear base and just some glitters in it, so that way I didn't have to worry if one inner corner was shimmery and one wasn't. And I'm going to do my brow bones, so I'm going to use a cheek highlighter on each brow bone. This one is from Emme Cosmetics, and it's called Cream Pearl, which is a cool toned white. It's got just the tiniest bit of pink in it on my skin tone, I find. So that's going to go on the cool tone side. And then on the warm tone side, I'm going to take the Annabelle Perfect Glow highlighter in Topaz, which is also a white, but it's a warm toned white because it has some gold shift to it. And so that's going to complete the eyes, cool toned, warm toned. Hopefully you can see what I mean by having cool tone and warm tone shades. And we're going to do the cheeks and the lips as well. So I don't have a cool and a warm toned pink for blushes, but I do have cool tones and warm tones. And I have them right here in the same little palette. This is warm and this is cool. So I'm going to put this on the cool tone side. It's the Pure Anada Pressed Cheek Color in Dahlia. To be very careful with this one. It's very pigmented. It's a cool toned pink mauve. Of course, on my skin, I do find that a lot of blushes just end up pulling a little bit on the warm side anyway, but you should be able to tell the difference between the two when I apply them. And I'll apply the other one with a different brush just in case there's any pigment on there. This is the NYX HD Blush in Amber. And this has more of a warm rust undertone to it. So it's not a peach, but it's like amber is a really good word to describe it. It's a good shade name for it. And I'm going to be applying the same highlighters I used on my brow bone to my cheekbones. So on the cool tone side, I am again taking the Emme Cosmetics Cream Pearl. And on the warm tone side, taking the Annabelle Perfect Glow in Topaz. So that's warm and that's cool. I really hope that that shows a difference on camera. Yeah, it's kind of hard with cheek products on my face. I'm trying to decide what kind of lip color I want to wear, like a warm toned and cool toned pink, a warm toned, cool toned nude. What would kind of go with each side? I'm gonna go with warm toned versus cool toned mid-tone shades. Like, they're kind of nudie shades, but they're also kind of not on my skin tone. So for the cool tone side, this is a She Who Shall Not Be Named lipstick in the shade Sanctuary. And on the warm tone side, we're taking the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipstick in Chai. So technically you could also say that these are warm and cool toned brown shades. There, my face is evenly split down the middle. So here we have the warm side and the cool side. What do you think? Are you able to kind of differentiate warm and cool tones a little bit better now? Warm yellows and cool yellows and all that. Hopefully that kind of helped a little bit. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below, and also kind of which side you think looks better, the cool tones or the warm tones. I kind of like both. I don't really mind either. And I also really like mixing both tones on my face. I kind of just like doing whatever the heck I want. So I don't kind of like sticking to one color scheme. So, but I just thought that this would be kind of a neat experiment. And yeah, if there's any other colors that you kind of want to see the warm tone and cool tone versions, let me know and I can probably have a look through my collection and see if I can do that. So this was my little experiment. I hope you enjoyed it. I post Mondays and Fridays here on this channel in the afternoons Eastern time. Subscribe if you want to, and if you don't want to, that's okay as well. I also post quite frequently on Instagram and Patreon, and I hope to see you very soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye, everyone.